Welcome into the Fan Addict Sports Channel for sports fans by sports fans. It's your boy Coach I, where all my dogs at. All right, we're back for another episode of the Fan Addict Fastbreak, coming to you live streaming on every Tuesday as long as we can do it. I got some of my boys back. We're going to talk some basketball. I know all of y'all out there were keeping up with the Braves and watching some NBA, but we're going to talk through that and keep up with the scores as well. Let's go ahead and bring some of my guys in. We got my boy KB back for another episode. What's going on, KB?
What's good, man? Appreciate the invite, man.
Hey, no problem, man. I'm glad you came back in, joined us, talk some hoops, man. Got my boy Kev back. What's up, Kev?
What's up? Thanks for having me, brother. Appreciate it.
Hey, we back in here for another one. And we got our boy Jeff just joined the stream. What's going on, Jeff?
Yo, what's good, Coach I? Glad to be back.
That's right. We got the Braves on lock, man. We're gonna keep up with the Braves for you, Jeff. We know how crazy you go for the Braves, man.
Appreciate it.
Got us a new guest today. Got one of my boys, one of my longtime friends, Lenny Lawson. What's going on, Law?
Not much, man. I'm just glad to be here amongst the living.
Hey, that's right, man. That's right. We all glad to be above board on that one, man. Hey, man, we got a lot to talk about. In just 7 days, so much has gone on in the basketball world, dog. We got the NBA 75 list came out. Ben Simmons ain't ready to play ball. I don't know what's going on with him. The Knicks on fire. The Lakers too old. What is going on? How y'all feeling about that NBA 75 list, man? Y'all think Klay Thompson should have made it on the list, man? Yeah, Boogie.
Man, that's a tough one, man.
I think Klay, had he not got injured, he should have been on the list. But 2 years back to back, you know what I'm saying? Recency bias always shows up, and it showed up. That's all.
75 is tough.
I love it.
75 tough though, dog.
It is tough, you know.
It's one of those things, though, too.
It's
one of those things too, man. It's like who can you pull off the list? You know what I'm saying? Like people were asking me some stuff, the whole Kyrie thing, the Dwight thing that you mentioned earlier. Then I look at the list, and, you see some old school names on there, and like some people, I didn't see footage on, but I see some stats on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, can you really pull them off the list? You know what I'm saying? Just to put a Klay on, just because in our era, you know what I'm saying, he took 7 dribbles or whatever, whatever it is to get those points. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we hang on our hat on those things when cats back in the day was, putting up numbers.
For real, man.
Like you said, KB, you can't take some of those names off the list just for Klay. I mean, yeah, the recency bias is a thing. 2 years in a row being hurt, but man, he's hurt a lot. He's missed a lot of time. I don't know if you can take some of these guys off to put a Klay Thompson on. I just don't know if he's worthy, man. I'm a
Klay Thompson fan. I believe he is higher.
Y'all think that would make a difference if he had his own team? He wasn't Steph Curry's side shit?
Well,
no.
If he got some shot on his own, that would definitely helped his case.
No,
but I'm not one who thinks that. I don't know if he has the same success if he's by himself. If he's the guy, I don't know if he's having that type of success.
If he's not on the Warriors, we're not talking about Klay like that. We're talking about Klay in the 3-point contest and All-Star weekend, and I think that's about it.
That is facts, 100%.
Hey, y'all, we got another guest in here, man. Hey, this guy right here, this is Barry Bird, one of my longtime friends. When I first started playing basketball, this is the dude I wanted. You in a bar, Barry?
I'm actually in the studio. I mean, I'm in the Las Vegas, Orleans Casino, watching the game.
I got you. We talking about that NBA 75 list, man. You think Klay should have made it?
I don't.
Me either.
Hold on for a second. Let me get my sound right.
All right. Go ahead and do what you got to do.
Yo, Isaiah. So for me, I'm more hurt that Dreher High School great, South Carolina Gamecock Hall of Famer Alex English didn't make the top 75.
Right,
to me, that was a bigger snub than Klay.
Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I had to go. Like I didn't get to see Alex English play. I know he was a good college player, and I know he went to the pros. I don't know how much work he put in when he got to the pros, though,
Right.
dog. Like,
Man,
you know what I'm
he
saying?
put that work in for the Denver Nuggets, man. Don't knock that. Go check the
Not top
stats.
75 work though, Jeff. We talking top
Yeah.
75 work. Like I
Yeah,
like Alex
Jeff,
English,
come on.
More than Clay. More
Come
than
on.
Clay.
Come on, Jeff.
Yeah.
Let's be serious now. You putting Alex English up there with Scottie Pippen, with Oscar Robertson, with Isaiah Thomas.
No, but I'm putting him ahead of Clay.
Look, if we having a top 150 list, yeah, we can have that conversation. It's top 75, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ready, Bert? Nah, I think he's still waiting. All right, but yeah, also I'm like it's top 75, and it's like KB said earlier, man. You can't just add people to the list. When you add somebody, you gotta take somebody off. It's like who you taking off? That's the thing.
Right.
It's like just even with Dwight. Dwight had a good first 6, 7, 8 years. I don't know, bro. He did make the
Like
All
people
NBA
like-
team 8 times, dog. But it's just hard, dog. I was
Yeah.
looking down the list. Let me pull up the list, man. I was looking down the list. I'm thinking, who we taking off the list to put these dudes on?
Right. I had to look up some cats. I'm like, dude, take Sam Jones off, and I'm like, wait a minute, I need to look up Sam Jones. I had to look Sam Jones up, and his Wikipedia was looking right. You know what
I
I'm
know it, right? Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Bert? Can you hear us, Bert? We're gonna put you backstage, dog. So listen, okay, I got the list pulled up, man. So we got of course they did it in alphabetical order. So, you know, we got Kareem, Ray Allen, Giannis, Carmelo, Nate Archibald. Now, this is the first name that I don't know nothing about. Dude named Paul Arizin. I don't know him. I'm assuming he one of them old school cats. And you know what I'm saying? I can't say he should be on the list because I don't know nothing about him. Charles Barkley, Rick Barry, Elgin Baylor. So that's what I'm saying, man. You listen to these names, man, NBA done had a lot of players. 75 ain't a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got Dave Bean, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, Bob Cousy. Now, Billy Cunningham, I heard about him. That was one of them old school players I ain't never really got to see play. Steph Curry, Dave Cowens, Anthony Davis. Now we're talking about a guy I ain't never heard of, Dave DeBusschere. I'm pretty sure he was a bad boy. Clyde Drexler.
He was a Nick.
Okay, he was one of the Knicks. Okay, you know the Knicks ran things back in like the 60s. Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant, Julius Erving, Patrick Ewing, Walt Frazier, Kevin Garnett, George Gervin, Hal Greer, James Harden. That's who some people was questioning whether or not James Harden should be on the list. What you say? What say you, Kev? James Harden top 75 all time?
Statistics, yes.
Okay.
If you want to have a conversation about his game, I mean, we can talk about that. All-around game, type of player that he is, you know, attitude, stuff like that, sure. But when I look, I'd say yes. That's me, but I say yes. I like his game. You can't argue with the statistics. He shows up almost every single night and puts up points. He puts up stats. So box
Not in the
score, he
playoffs.
looks great.
You know Jeff don't like Jeff don't like Harden in the playoffs, baby. Oh man, okay.
Then I guess we got to take Chris Paul off too.
Nah.
Yeah. See there, yeah, exactly.
That's
Come on,
a
man.
negative.
Talking crazy now.
I know it. So Jeff, what you say about that? You say Harden don't show up in the playoffs. Until last season, Chris Paul didn't really do a lot in the playoffs either, not team wise.
But I would also say that James Harden's been on some a lot better teams than what Chris Paul's had to deal with in the playoffs. But you know, I mean, that's just part of the game. I mean, that's rough. If you don't perform on the biggest stage, you don't perform on the biggest stage.
I would say
you know
Chris Paul's had a lot more help than James Harden has.
Well, they both
James
had
Harden
each
was
other.
with Russell Westbrook and KD.
Wait.
And then they were with each other.
The Clippers.
Come on, bro. That was early.
The Clippers, Lob City. Lob City, they was loaded, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's probably
true.
his best team.
Hey, but Chris Paul,
They had
my
a-
dog,
they had a
I
young
think
Blake.
Chris Paul is a shoe-in for the 75. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
I
But
agree with
so
that.
hey, but I'm Jeff the stat guy. So Paula Raisin was in the top 25 the first time they released the list. He was a
Okay.
10-time All-Star, 3-time NBA leading scorer.
Oh,
So
yeah, well,
and then
Paul did what?
Right.
so of course, once you in that top 25, now you automatically in the top 50, and that automatically puts him in the top 75, whether fair or not.
So what I didn't know until today.
I don't know. I got
today.
his stats pulled up.
Yeah, but hey, L Boogie. So this is what I didn't know until today. You know, they did that top 50 list back in, I want to say 96 or something like that. I thought they was just adding 25 people onto that. I didn't know they was redoing the list and taking people off the original list. I'm like,
Oh,
That's what they should do. That's what they should do.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I mean,
If
that
you
makes
get
sense.
20, if you got 25 years between the lists. That's 25 years worth of players that are coming on. I mean, you telling me somebody like KD doesn't deserve to be on the list? I mean, no.
Oh yeah. I just thought that's why when I said Clay shouldn't be on, I'm thinking the last 25 years. I don't even know Clay in top 25.
Nah,
you know,
Hey,
You gotta
no,
be-
he's not.
To get on that list,
Right.
you need to be top 5 at your position. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty
Like
much.
he you
Yep.
know, if we talk about two-way
Yep.
players,
I
he'd be
agree.
there and everything like that. But even with the Harden thing, man, I almost like Harden is one of those people when I looked at the list, like he could come off and I could put somebody else on. So I put Harden almost like a T-Mac, like said, yeah, he gonna get points, he gonna be the leading scorer on the team, but did he make the team better? Did he get him through the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? Did he get him that chip? But yeah, I mean, easily we could have said T-Mac possibly on there. You know what I'm saying? Like just based on points, if we're talking statistics, is like, can he get a bucket? Yeah. If this is a list that says top 75 can't get a bucket, yeah, he on there. You know what I'm saying?
And T-Mac's a great argument. I might put
Listen.
T-Mac on there before I put Clay on there.
well, I'm gonna tell you right now, if T-Mac had the injury problem too, but without the injuries, T-Mac definitely on the 75.
did.
Without the injuries,
Right.
T-Mac
He's
is
an
on the, because
all-timer.
I'm gonna tell you, T-Mac probably might have been Kobe before Kobe. I told Kevin that when we talked before.
Yeah.
Like, bro, the dude
Facts.
couldn't be stopped, dog.
Right. Nope.
So I'm just like, I don't know, man.
But what about Rodman?
I don't know.
That's tough.
So he's a power forward, right? Power forward, right?
What is he? He's a
power forward,
role
and
player.
like
He's a high-end
KB
role
said,
player.
like KB said, you're a power forward. You got 5 positions on the floor. So we're talking 75 people. All right, y'all give me a minute. Let me bring Barry up in here. All right, B, you ready?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? Hey, you been listening to us talk about James Harden and what you call it, not making the top 75? Or James Harden made it, but Klay Thompson didn't.
I don't think Clay should have made it. No. Harden,
What-
yes.
You think Harden should have? You think he solidified his position top 75?
I do.
Stat wise, is that why, or you just think just his game all around?
This game all around, man. One of the best scores ever, I believe.
I can see that. That's what. Now KB was saying, if we had a list of top 75 can get you a bucket anytime, then yeah. But like all around game, because Jeff was saying that James Harden ain't really did nothing in the playoffs.
Just biased.
Agree.
So, but Jeff don't like.
Jeff's a hater. Jeff's a hater.
Jeff be hating on Harden, man. So we on Dennis Rodman now. What about Rodman?
I agree. I think Rodman should have been top 75.
So you look at we got 5 positions on the floor, right? That
Right.
means that what is that? 15? You gotta be top 15 at your position. I think Dennis Rodman top 15 power forward.
Oh man, that's tough. Like,
Top
that's
15
tough.
power forward.
I'll say this: me and KB right now, Duke fans, we on the same wavelength. Look, all around game, absolutely not. Now, if you want to have a top 75 defensive list, sure, we can.
Rebound list,
talk
he's
about
number 1. Rebound list is number 1.
Isaiah,
But-
but that's not necessarily fair because the list isn't built that way. They didn't
I-
take the top 15 from each position.
I know.
If they do that, he's definitely in that list, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Then
but
why
you have
is Ben
more-
Wallace not on this list right now?
Ben Wallace wasn't on the first list, and he ain't on this list either.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
But see,
Rodman is great.
Hold on. Go ahead.
yeah,
Barry,
but
go ahead.
see, here's the thing. I think we can't judge it on scoring. See, you know what I'm saying. It can't just be about scoring.
Dennis
You're the
Rodman's
best
on my
at your
list.
position. Yeah, you're
Dennis
the best
Rodman's
at your
on my list.
position. I agree, and I think Ben Wallace is right there too. But I don't think he's top 75.
Yeah, I don't think he top 75, but he's scratching the surface. But Dennis
Right,
Rodman,
agree.
Dennis Rodman was a key part of the Pistons run. He was a key part of the Bulls three-peat. I mean, he even did. I mean, the little time he was in San Antonio, he even did his thing there. There hasn't been a rebounder in NBA history outside of maybe Wilt Chamberlain.
I get what you're saying, but I think you got to consider, yes, if you want to build a championship team, you need a Dennis Rodman. But if you got 15 guys lined up picking a starting five,
right?
I don't know, and everybody that's ever played in the league, I don't know if anybody is picking Dennis Rodman.
Tell me,
but it depends on your five though. Who you got on your squad? You can't put a scoring big. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that defensive rebounder there too.
Ask the Lakers.
Yeah, but depends on what era, man. It depends on the era.
Best fit, exactly. But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Dennis Rodman has been a key to all of them teams he's been on. They all was built differently. That's why I'm saying his game translates. It don't matter what era. Dennis Rodman could have played in the 20s. He could play right now. It don't matter. That's what my take is.
Agree.
I don't know. Dennis Rodman might foul out in 20 minutes. If you
Right. Yeah. I think it go back to like what y'all consider. What's the best at your position? What does that mean? What does that look like? You know what I'm saying? The best at your position, you need to give it to me on both ends of the court. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get you the rebounds, no doubt, and he gonna play some defense. But hey, he gonna get you 2 points on the other end. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get you 2 points.
What about these scorers out here that don't really play no D though? Like Steph Curry can't give you nothing on the D end.
Yeah, that's why I think some cats can come off. That's why I think some cats can come off the list.
You ain't gonna take Steph Curry off.
I wouldn't take him off. He done changed the game. Come on now. He done changed the game.
Agree.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna keep going down the list until Damian Lillard. Should he be? He's on the list. Should he be?
I don't think he should be.
He could come off. No. Yeah, he could come off.
No.
He could be 76.
Anybody think he should be on the
76?
list? I think he can come off. I'm a Dame Lillard fan. I think 75 is tough, dog. And Dame.
I'm with you on that one. I like him a lot. I like his game. He can come off.
75, not 75.
I agree with you. I love it. I love his game, but I think him and Clay is about the same, really. It's just Clay just winning. Clay just won,
Yeah.
So
well,
Dame can create for himself a lot better than Clay can.
Bruh, I don't know.
But Clay play better defense than Damian Lillard. Damian don't play any defense.
True, I give you that.
But remember what I said earlier about Clay? If Clay was his own star, Dame is his own star.
Yeah.
Look look at it this way. Trade them. Put them on each other's situation. Is Clay having the same success that Dame is having?
Yeah, listen. If you put Damian on Golden State, I don't think Golden State winning all those championships. But if you put Clay with Portland, they will be the exact same.
I think Golden State's better because now Steph ain't got to control the ball. He's got to have the ball.
It's chemistry, dog. Dame and Steph both need the ball. Clay doesn't have to have the ball. That's why he works so well with Curry. If he goes to Portland now, what people don't know is CJ McCullough could score like Dame if he needed to.
Mm-hmm.
So if Dame ain't there, now he can be the number one scorer, and Clay can be the same role that he plays on Golden State. That's why I
don't know.
Styles mesh.
I don't know if McCollum's scoring at the same clip that Dame is scoring at. But I'm telling you right now, you put Clay on Portland, and you tell him, hey, we need you to do this every single night. They bottom of the list. Absolute bottom of the list.
They're the exact same. They're the exact same. They will be the exact same.
Clay cannot create. Clay can't create. That's his problem.
Exactly. He needs help.
Okay.
And do Damian Lillard? I mean, how many assists do he average? I don't think he
Who's he got to
averaged.
pass the ball to? I mean, other than McCollum, who's he got to pass the ball to?
But look, y'all said
Who's
that
gonna play D?
Y'all said Clay can't create. Other than 3-pointers, what does Damian Lillard create? He just shoots.
Right.
No, I don't know about that.
CJ McCollum can create. Dame is a scorer, but I mean, he's shooting all jump shots.
This is what Klay Thompson's doing
in the basket though. Like y'all gotta think about it. Like y'all put Dame on the Golden State. Like you can play 1-on-1 on Klay in Golden State. You can't play 1-on-1 with Dame Lillard. Like that double team got to come. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they get better.
Exactly.
Because that double team got to come.
You taking
away Golden State defense when Clay.
That's what. Exactly. Like who is he gonna stay?
I get your point. I get your point. But if you put Clay in Portland, he's just gonna be standing over there doing this all night long, just waiting, waiting.
Hey,
that's all he's gonna do.
Over the last 5 years, Dame's averaged over 7 assists a game. 7 assists a game in the last 5 years.
Ray Allen.
I believe it.
Okay. So look. So look. Dennis Rodman did make the list. By the way, Dennis Rodman made the list. Let me see another controversial name on this list.
I'm okay with Rodman on the list.
So the first list that came out in '96 that had the top 50 did not have Dominique Wilkins on it. He didn't deserve. He didn't deserve
top 50.
So, but he on top 75. You good with that?
I give him that. I give him and Pippen and Lillard, all three of them the same.
Pippen on the 75 list. Pippen is on the 75 list.
Pippen got the ring. He got to stand out. He got the ring.
But he played.
But what happened when he went to Portland and Houston?
That's the old Pippen. That's the old Pippen.
I mean,
no, I agree with you though. Like, I agree with you.
Listen, I think Pippen is a superstar, but it's classes. It's an A and B superstar. I think he's more of a B.
Nah, he a star. I ain't gonna say super.
True.
I wouldn't even put super.
I don't know.
No.
I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jordan couldn't have won it without him though. Like I think he could have won it, but not really like they was. Pippen played a big part in that championship squad.
So
major part.
What about Reggie Miller? He made the list.
Oh, I like Reggie.
Yeah.
Reggie definitely.
We good?
Reggie on the list. Reggie's a no doubter for me.
Listen, outside of Mike, when Mike was punishing back in them days, who was the two guard? Like back then, it was Reggie.
Okay,
but let's not get it wrong. I mean, Reggie was an old school Clay now. Like let's not get it wrong. Like Reggie wasn't locking nobody up on the other end.
I'll take it this far, KB. I'd say Klay Thompson is a poor man's Reggie Miller.
I can give you that, but Reggie. But listen, Reggie did it by himself. Like
exactly.
Clay had.
Reggie didn't have stars.
He had a whole bunch of role players.
He had a whole bunch of role players. But without him, again, they're bottom. They have to wait bottom.
So what about Kawhi Leonard? He top 75 all time.
Heck no.
He's on the list.
I don't even know how he got on the conversation.
Bruh, I don't think he's top 75 all time.
That's tough.
That's tough, bro.
Nah.
Cause look, he did his thing when he was with San Antonio, but they had so many weapons, it was easy for him to come in and hide. He did his thing when he went to Toronto after sitting out half the season. And then since then, he did nothing.
And that right there is why he don't deserve to be on the list. I can't name you another dude on that list that just takes weeks off at a time.
Yeah.
Who you taking off though? Like is Kawhi top 70? Is he on the 75?
Yeah.
So who you taking out? Tell me who you taking out and putting them in for. Then I can agree with y'all. Who you gonna take?
Let me see who.
Don't say
let me see the list. Hold on. Let me
see this. I'm trying to think of some. Let me try to think of some people that might have.
No, come on.
You're right.
But you say Clay. I don't think Clay. No.
Yeah. No.
Alex English. He before my time, but
That's what Jeff said. Jeff said he was good. Jeff said he was good. So he didn't make the list though.
No.
I know, but I'm just saying, who you gonna take him out and put in? Like you just can't say he don't deserve to be on it. Tell me who you gonna put in there.
Yeah.
Grayson
Mitch
Allen.
Richmond? Mitch Richmond?
Grayson Allen.
Tracy
JJ Redick.
McGray?
Oh man.
Nah, I ain't taking Tracy over.
Hey, I gotta leave you with a hot take. You know me. I gotta say something.
So you don't think you say Tracy he ain't even sniffing the 75 bird?
No. Listen, I think if Tracy would have like had a strong finish with his career, I think you put him in there. I think Grant Hill is the next dude.
I was about to say Grant Hill.
Grant Hill. And even Dwight Howard, bro, I think he's supposed to be top 75.
You think? Because he
I
didn't make the list. So
I know.
So you taking Dwight Howard? Dwight Howard plays the 5, but technically we can take anybody off because that's not how they did it. So who are you putting in? Dwight Howard or Kawhi Leonard? Kawhi made it. Dwight didn't.
Kawhi, I'm taking Kawhi. Even though I hate it.
Brian put neither one of them in my top 75.
Yeah. I can roll that.
Man, give me Bill Laimbeer if we're gonna talk craziness like that. Come on, dude. Listen.
Joe Dumars didn't make it.
Yeah, the Dumars didn't make it. Listen, Robert Parrish. Listen, Robert Parrish made it, right?
Robert.
Yep.
I think Dwight over Robert Parrish.
Yeah. Robert Parrish. I think Dwight over Robert Parrish.
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell y'all, Parrish had 2 careers, one at Golden State and one at Boston. And he was a beast at Golden State.
Who? Who he say?
Parrish was a beast at Golden State before he went to Boston.
No, I got major respect for Parrish. Parrish like went at Kareem, all of them back in the days, but
indeed,
I'm taking Dwight over Robert Parrish.
Parrish got that hardware, boy.
Hey,
he was with 2 Hall of Famers.
We can't fault him for that. We can't fault him for that.
I know. But tell me this: who Dwight played with when he was in his prime? That a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm silent because I don't even think Dwight in the conversation.
Penny, the only person he really played with when he was in his prime.
Did Penny play with him? I thought Penny around.
But
when he first got there, Penny went there.
Famer, he flamed out.
Yeah.
Who?
Penny.
Who he say?
You said Penny? Yeah, Penny.
Yeah. Penny just didn't finish. Like he had a good 7 years.
So I'm trying to see.
Yo, Isaiah, I got a name for you. Bernard King. Bernard King's not in the top 75. I'd put him over Kawhi Leonard.
Stop!
Yes.
Stop, yo, man.
Yes.
He is not in the top 75, dog.
Before Kawhi Leonard,
I respect Bernard. I respect Bernard, but I'm not over Kawhi.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. That's my generation. I speak that.
Yeah.
Wasn't Bernard the one that was carrying the Knicks when he was there? Or was that Willis Reed? That was Willis Reed.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Nah, I'm mixing up.
Bernard.
Bernard had a side too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bernard King, I think he might have should have made it, man.
Listen, I'll say this right now.
And then
Tracy over Kawhi for me.
Hey, check this. Russell Westbrook made the list.
Shouldn't have been on there.
He did?
Shouldn't have been on there.
Anthony Davis made the list.
He's a walking triple double. What you gonna do?
That's what I'm gonna say. Like, dude, he got more triple doubles in a year than Oscar Robertson. Come on now. We all never thought that record would be broken.
Hey,
listen. He filled them. Y'all listen. He filled them stats up. I commend him, salute him, but I don't think I don't like his game. Period, bro. I don't want him on Listen. I'm a diehard Laker fan, bro, and I don't want him on that team, bro. I don't want him.
Listen, all right, I'll say this. When it comes to as a teammate, fine, whatever. He's taking more shots than the scoring champion when he was on the same team as KD. I get all that. I agree with you as him as a basketball player. I understand. But what do we hold above everything else? Winning basketball games, right? What wins basketball games?
Supposed to.
What wins basketball games? Points, rebounds, and assists, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, that sounds good.
Okay,
That
if
sounds
you
good.
have a
list.
He be stat chasing.
Listen, I get it. I get it. If you want to hold him as a teammate on there, I understand. But when he's night after night just filling it up, when he's by himself,
that sounds selfish to me. That sounds selfish.
Hey,
he be stat chasing like hell.
Who you putting in his place if you take him off then, Barry? That's the thing.
In the league right now,
or anybody,
or all time.
I'm taking.
Listen, I don't like the DeMar DeRozan. Like they were going at DeMar DeRozan. I would like him right there over. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't like his game, bro. His he turns the ball over.
Listen, you can't.
Defense.
Hey,
I get it.
Defense.
I get it, man, but you can't let personal bias get in the way. It's the best 75.
So talking about personal bias for my Duke homies up there, what y'all think about Grant Hill not being on the list?
I think he should be.
Injuries.
But injuries. Like my man said, injuries. Injuries, bro.
I think injuries kept him and T-Mac off the list.
Yeah, it's not looking. Look, listen, man, it's not about what you could have done. Right. It's about what you did
do. We get it. Right. We get it.
Okay.
Great.
Listen, y'all talked about Russ doing a triple double a whole season. I think he did 2 seasons in a row, actually. Mm-hmm. No championships, no nothing. Jason Kidd. What about him?
Definitely like Jason Kidd on there.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Winner. That's a lot. Winner.
Yeah, that's a lot for me.
Yeah.
I think he should be on the list too, but I'm just saying by everything y'all have said tonight, maybe he shouldn't.
I get what you're saying.
He's only assist.
Who you taking out though?
Who you taking out? I think he should be on the list. I'm just saying.
I do too.
Based off of what we've been talking about with Russ, like, bruh.
J. Kidd was winning though. J. Kidd was winning.
But did he win a championship?
You gotta take it back to the net.
He won with Dallas. He won with Dallas.
Yeah, he got a ring with Dallas. Okay. He got to the finals with the Nets. Like he taking, he getting them there.
So let me say this:
Russ got to the finals, dog.
KD got to the finals.
Oh man, I know you gonna say that. Listen, so I'll say this. So I'm seeing a difference between the 5 of y'all and me. I don't hold wins because I look at wins as a team thing. Okay. And I get like it plays a part in it. And basketball is the most individual of the team sports.
Okay.
Where the most, one individual can affect it the most. I get that. But I look at it as you as a player. And to me, if you take Jason Kidd off, then I think you also got to take off names like Steve Nash, Pistol Pete, because they have the same type of game.
Not Pistol, dog. This dude averaged 40.
That's what I'm saying.
This dude averaged 40 without a 3-point line.
See, that's what I'm saying. So they all have the same type of game. They all 3 are locks for me. Utter locks.
I think Jason Kidd should be in there. I think Jason Kidd is, for me anyway, he's a top 5 point guard all time. So,
so Isaiah, the problem I have with some of the Kawhis and some of those names is this is top 75. You hit me up 10 or 15 years from now when their careers are over, and yeah, they might be in this list. But for me, I just don't see what you can do, how you can put somebody 6 or 7 years over somebody that did it for a career worth. That's where I have a problem with some of these guys.
I don't think Kawhi should be on the list, and if he don't get healthy in the next couple of seasons, I don't think he deserves to make the list, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, he shouldn't anyway.
Kawhi had like a good 2 years.
He's a quitter.
He had like a good 2 years. I mean, let's be real. He was a role player in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? And then he quit on him. And then he got to Toronto, won the championship, and then, you know what I'm saying? Then last year, he got hurt, and then now he's still hurt. And it's like, I don't know, like he really did that. Other than that, they keep saying he good, but I mean, top 75 all time? That's crazy.
Cop.
Yeah, I know it. You got pulled over, Barry?
No.
Oh,
no.
Oh, okay. What was I about to say?
I'm trying to get closer to the building before I can get off the internet.
Man. So okay. So other than the 75, Barry, what's going on with the Lakers, man? They ain't got no shooters out there, dog.
It's
They
Russ,
old and
man.
decrepit.
It's Russ. I mean, he's on the floor. Like, what is he doing? Like,
Nothing.
Yeah, I knew it, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna put it all on Russ.
No. Listen. I'm gonna tell you this. I think Anthony Davis is playing. Like, what is he doing?
I
Like,
think LeBron is playing
on-
hard. But like, I think LeBron is having to play too hard too early in the season, man. Like, he ain't. I don't want him to load manage, and I ain't saying he shouldn't take his foot off the gas, but LeBron shouldn't have to score 34 points a night. You know what I'm saying? That not with a Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? I think those two should be carrying the load. That's how I would structure the team, so that way when we get to the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, LeBron can do what LeBron does. But like the other night, Russ had like 7 points. I'm like, bruh, you can't win with Russ having 7 points, bro.
Bro, he's like, it's no like, he just don't fit, dog. He's like a block trying to fit into a triangle, man. It just don't fit. But here's the thing. I'm putting it on Anthony Davis too. Look how he's playing, bro. He's not playing no help side D. He's not getting no rebounds. When someone get the ball, he just stand there. And then when he get the ball, he's holding the ball like 8-9 minutes into the shot clock.
Hey, and then he on the all-time 75.
Yeah, man, I got dropped off, man. But I was about to say, man, y'all don't. What y'all think about Petrovic, man? Y'all remember Petrovic from the Nets?
Yeah, I remember, dude. Like
Yeah,
the Croatian, right?
Yeah, like he was straight, man. Like I don't know.
Man.
I don't know.
You know somebody else ain't on here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he should be, but some people might try to make a case. Chris Webber.
Who you taking off?
I think you can make a case for him. I think you can make a strong argument for him.
Hey, so that's what, like you said, Kev, earlier. You looking like Chris Webber in his prime, and you looking for a power forward. Like
he up there. He up there now.
You ain't looking further. I mean, you ain't looking much further past him.
AB Barry. You said people like, you know, Scottie Pippen, like barely made it. Like when we talking about Chris Webber, Scottie Pippen, Scottie got the rings. Don't get me wrong, Scottie got the rings, but like, I mean, you can make a case now. You can make a case.
I'm taking Scottie over Webber, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's a good thing what you saying. That's what I'm saying. If y'all gonna say someone don't belong on the list, give me somebody that will replace him. Webber's not replacing Scottie. He's not replacing Scottie.
What about can Webber replace Kawhi Leonard? I think so.
I think so.
No, I don't.
I think Webber. No, Webber. Even though Webber ain't got no championship, though, Webber, like when you talking about like unstoppable in his prime, dog, like. Yeah, and he was. I personally take health into consideration. If my boy T-Mac can't make it on because he was not healthy, then Kawhi should get that same treatment.
But it's not even health. Kawhi just chose to take the night off all the time. That's unacceptable as far as I'm concerned. You got to be on the court for me to consider you one of the best 75 players of all time. You sit on the bench, we talking about what you can do.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so Barry, you the Lakers fan. How you correct the Lakers other than so you don't want Russ, so we take Russ off. Who you right? Because they got to the trade deadline. I think they shouldn't have traded KCP, in my opinion.
I agree with you, but in order for you to get I guess Russ, you had to trade him. So
yeah, they gave up a lot for Russ.
You know what? I say they package a deal and try to get Ben Simmons in there.
That was my next topic. He say he ain't ready, Barry. Mentally. Listen, I think
he's 16.
Mental health
is
a serious topic.
You
say he not mentally ready. I don't know if that's just a ploy to get out of Philly or if he really got some mental issues. If he really got some mental issues, I hope my man get well. I personally believe he's just trying to get out of Philly.
Yeah. They're trying to get back to
whether or not he's trying to get out of Philly, he's just saying it. Look, if you do have mental issues, the Philadelphia sports market is the last place for you, homie.
True.
It's the last place. It's
It's
cutthroat.
Yeah.
It's cutthroat. I'm an Eagles fan.
Well,
I'm telling you right now.
So
we don't put up with
trade Russ to Philly for being 1-on-1, 1-for-1.
Nah.
I would like that, but I know they're not gonna give up
Philly.
just for that swap.
I was about
But
to say, because ain't LeBron like Ben Simmons' mentor or something like that?
Yeah, they close. They close.
That's his boss.
Yo,
That's my
but yo, Isaiah though. But we're saying the Lakers need shooting. Why in the world, if you need shooting, would you go to a man afraid of the 3-point line?
Exactly.
Well,
Listen,
Same
listen. You never heard me say they need shooting. I said
they need
you.
No, we all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we said last week.
When you relying on Wayne Ellington as your outside scorer at this point in his career, that's a problem.
Listen, Milwaukee won it last year, and they was the worst 3-point shooter in the playoffs. The worst. Look it up.
I don't know.
Okay,
man.
worst that was left and worst team. Being the worst is two different things.
So let me add. So I think Wade Ellington still got some more clips in the chamber, man. But the other guy that they got, the one
Monk, Malik Monk.
No.
He didn't pan out either. He's still not
dude is taller than Malik Monk. I meant to ask Barry about this last week, man. He was in the game. He's supposed to be one of their shooters. And I'm watching Bazemore. I'm like, what is he supposed to be good at? Because it ain't shooting.
He's really just a defensive player, supposedly, and can hit a shot. He can hit like a 3-point. That's what he's supposed to be.
Well, if he's supposed to be good defense, I know why LeBron wanted. LeBron likes to have a defensive team.
Yeah, a hustle player.
So far, they haven't been playing really good defense though.
At all.
But hey, listen, I'm telling y'all this right now. When y'all watch the Lakers, look at Anthony Davis, man. Just look at him and look how he playing, man. No help side D, especially when he got to play the 5.
He be so mad. He be in his feelings when he have to play the 5.
Yeah,
he do.
But he been like that. He been like that though. That's the bad thing about it. I ain't seen him play help side D since Kentucky when he was trying to get buckets.
That's what I'm saying.
He trying to get buckets in the NBA and trying to get that bag though. Like
bro. Yo, listen. If you look at John Morant. John Morant went to the hole 5 or 6 times on him, and he tried to swipe at the ball instead of jumping up and trying to block a shot.
Hey, this would be a perfect time to have Dennis Rodman.
I take him.
I'll take him.
I'm telling you, dog. Like you gotta at some point, you gotta be able to play some defense, and they can't be counting on LeBron to do it. LeBron literally shouldn't be having to play that much defense. LeBron, because he's not in his prime, man. So I think he be trying to get these guys. So he like, look, man, I can get it. I can take us over the hump, but y'all got to get us to the top of the hill, man. Like,
well, listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what I gotta criticize LeBron too. Y'all haven't noticed when he don't get a call, he stop playing.
Yes,
he just stop playing. Yes. Like I'm just saying, he will stay down on the other side of the court and they will score and he'll just stop playing. Who you hurting, dude? You mad at the referee.
Hey, you better be careful how you talking. The LeBron cat's gonna come out at you now. Like they don't like you talking like that now.
All right, KB, I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. LeBron.
Before you say it goes down, let's remember LeBron is 38 years old, dog.
But he still can play. You can't use that.
But we all know LeBron. We all know LeBron is the one who is building these teams from start to finish. Since LeBron's been building teams, because he wasn't building the Pat Riley Heat teams. That was Pat Riley. Since LeBron has been handpicking all the people he's been playing with, how many championships he won?
He won in Cleveland. He won in Cleveland, right?
You got 2.
That's it.
He won Cleveland. He won Lakers.
He didn't even build that team. He just showed
in the bubble.
Come on now. Listen. You can't say he built a team and then say, he didn't build that team.
He built the Lakers.
Kyrie and them were already there.
He made a trade for Kevin. No, they had
Kevin
Andrew
Love.
Wiggins. He made them get rid of Andrew Wiggins so they could bring in Kevin Love.
Right.
Look,
And then
I'm just saying, man. LeBron ain't the be all end all right now.
Hey, he built the bubble Lakers.
If you asking me, he's the problem. Because if you put Russell and Anthony Davis on the same court right now,
they don't even make the playoffs.
Nah.
Without Bron?
Not in the West.
They're making the playoff. Listen, I don't care. I could be the greatest point guard of all time right now. You put me on the Lakers, I'm gonna defer to LeBron. He's probably, he's the second greatest player of all time. I'm gonna do whatever he wants me to do.
That's why I had led off by saying at this stage of his career, when you got a Russell Westbrook who is a top 75 player, obviously, and you got an Anthony Davis who's a top 75 player. You shouldn't be deferring to LeBron. That's what I said. LeBron shouldn't have to score 34 points a night.
They have the ability, but it's up here. It's between the ears. When you get out there,
LeBron can't control that, man.
Yeah, maybe you ain't top 75. Maybe if you can't step up,
top 75.
Maybe
look, I get what you're saying. That's hot.
Hey, good point, bro. Good point. What you just said, bro. That's a solid ass point right there.
That team is just poorly put together. They don't complement each other in any way, shape, or form. Bottom line, that's one of the most underrated parts of basketball is chemistry and skill set match.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, see, that's why I said that I think Anthony Davis, of course, we already know, like y'all said, he's trying to score. But he got to play on the defensive end too. And he don't start at the 5. DeAndre Jordan starts at the 5. So but like Barry said, I watched the first 2 games. He ain't play no defense when DeAndre Jordan was on the floor.
Right. Yeah, he's not. Listen, he's not giving no hustle plays. Period. And listen. Watch him when he can't even catch the ball in the post right. If he posts somebody up, somebody like a jump in front of him or steal the ball because he's not like giving a base for him to catch the ball. And then he catch the ball, he got one move. What's the one move?
Turn around,
spin to the baseline. No, spin to the baseline. He can't even score over Jay Crowder, bro. Jay Crowder is 6'5", 6'6".
So
I give him that. He play hard, but
I think the Lakers got problems for real. But so what about the Nets? Can they win without Kyrie? Jeff don't believe so. He said, I say KD and either James Harden or Kyrie. I mean, both would be great, but if you just take one of them, as long as you got KD playing at a high level, that's all you need to make it to the finals.
Bro, I picked Milwaukee last year and I put money on it and I won. I think Milwaukee gonna beat them again this year.
Even healthy.
Milwaukee is the horse.
Even healthy.
Yeah, healthy or no? Milwaukee got a squad, bro.
They deep. They are pretty deep. And they got Schroeder. They gave away Milwaukee got Schroeder.
Boston
got Schroeder. Boston got Schroeder. So Boston.
Listen,
I picked Boston as a top 4 East team too.
I think Miami over Boston. I'm taking Miami over Boston.
We got somebody else coming up in the house. Who is this? Oh, look at old Coach Kenner coming up in here. Let us know when you're ready, Kenner. I can't see you. If you going, let me know if you're going without the video. We'll go ahead and add you in, man.
Y'all boys don't want to talk about the Bulls though, right quick? Let's Chicago Bulls.
Let's talk about the Bulls. Let's talk about them Bulls. The Bulls, listen, the Bulls. Yeah. Now tell me this, like Lonzo, y'all like his game?
I like his game now.
Now, you didn't like his game when he was in New Orleans?
I did like it in New Orleans. I didn't like it in LA. In New Orleans, he started transitioning. You know what I'm saying? He got underneath, that whole LeBron thing and like the pressure. Yeah. And I think he was able to be like a true point guard. He fixed the shot, obviously, but he can get you a double almost. I believe, man.
I'll say that he's obviously got the mentality and the basketball IQ because his game's just steadily going up.
Yeah,
that's what matters. If you improve from year to year.
Right. If you think about it, man, they almost got maybe 4 All-Stars on that team, man. When you think about Lonzo, you think about
Zach LaVine.
We got Vucevic giving you double. That was a big pickup to me from Orlando. And they picked up that Vucevic, man. He 20-10.
Facts.
So y'all saying the Bulls are a surprise team in the East. What about the Knicks? The Knicks just put the 76ers down.
Listen,
Yeah,
Knicks.
76 is trash.
But
In my
they beat him
opinion,
without Ben. They beat him without Ben.
listen, my opinion, Knicks, Bulls, they all the same, really, bro. They all underneath
The
Milwaukee and the Nets.
And the Nets. Okay, but
it's Milwaukee and the Nets and everybody else. That's for sure.
Right.
But I think the Bulls are a dark horse. I think Zach LaVine's going to turn into a superstar this year.
Yes,
and that's what you need.
I like it.
That's what you need.
I can get with that. The Knicks, I don't know if the Knicks can sustain it for a whole season.
No, look, everybody just happy to have the Knicks competitive again. It's part of basketball. Right. You need New York, you need Boston, you need LA to be competitive for the NBA to be entertaining. You got to have the big markets.
All right, let's see if my boy Coach K ready. Kenner, can you hear us? You ain't ready? We'll put you backstage again. Let me know when you're ready, Kenner. All right. Uh-oh.
He can't be stopped.
I don't know, Kenner. Who knows? You know what, Kenner. All right. I don't know, man. Like I said, I think the Bulls will be good. The Knicks will be good. But at the end of the day, it all go through Milwaukee and New York, the Nets, man.
I mean, after even watching Philly, man, even tonight, man, they kind of dropped on my list, man. If I continue to see Embiid go 0 for 6 from the 3-point line, like, why are you shooting threes? You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen you been on the block yet. Nobody
play your role. Know your role, man.
I'm on Embiid and off Embiid, man. Like when he down, like I say, I like that he can go combo. Like you say, I don't want you to go down to the post. And when they try to start doubling you in the post, then you bring out that jump shot. I don't need you coming out shooting 5 straight 3-pointers, dog. Like, you're not KG. Like, what are you doing? And even KT would be down in the paint banging. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and when he get like that, I don't even want to watch him play, to be honest with you, dog.
It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating.
It is. So, but I think the Bulls can make a run, man. But the problem is, if they don't have a good enough record, like whoever in that 7th and 8th seed, they might well not even show up.
Yeah, you getting your head knocked off.
Like if they can make it to like the 4th, 5th, 6th, you know what I'm saying? Where the first round you don't have to play one of the big boys, because we already seen what the Miami Heat can do when they in full swing mode in the playoffs. I still think Tyler Hero said he, the year after the bubble, he was kind of, but for lack of a better word, he was big headed. And he said he back to the grind now, and we already know Jimmy Butler can put it down when he need to. So I like you say, I think you brought it up last week, KB. I kind of like the Heat too, man. Like the Heat, the Celtics, the Bulls, and the Knicks, they all kind of like right there together.
In the middle,
Wizards playing pretty good too, though. I ain't putting them as contenders or nothing like that, but
speaking of
their roster's legit. It's not. I ain't saying championship, but they actually have a solid 5.
But when did Spencer Dinwiddie become somebody's go-to guy, though?
Bro, he averaged 20 the year before. The last couple of years, he's been putting up 20.
But he wasn't the go-to dude, though.
Nah, he played next to D'Angelo. Come on now. D'Angelo going to be the go-to regardless.
That's what I'm saying. Now, I watched him the other night. He was shooting more than Bradley Beal. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Like, what you doing?
Like, he on the prove-it tour.
Nah, he's solid, though. He was good with the Nets, but like you said, he's second option now.
That's what I'm saying. He's second option. He taking people off 1-on-2. I'm like, Bradley Beal wide open. Like, what you doing, dog? Know your role.
Right.
So who the favorites for the MVP, man? Like, just I know it's early, but everybody healthy,
man. You can't be nobody for him.
Ja Morant.
Ja's in the conversation.
35.
Ja team ain't gonna give him enough W's to be in the conversation.
Look,
I'm with you.
Giannis is the only one that's going to put the stats offensively and then lock up on the other side where this dude locked down Kevin Durant in the last game against the Nets. He shut down Jimmy Butler last year in the playoffs.
KD was tired.
Pretty much guard and shut down anybody he plays on defense and then drop 30.
KD was tired, L. KD was tired, man.
Hey, man. The tired got to show up, too.
Oh, man. I don't know. I'm with you. I think Giannis is definitely going to be one of the finalists. But if KD gonna get hurt, like I still think KD the best player in basketball, man.
Yeah, I think he's the best, but it's hard. I don't think he get the MVP just because no other cats on his team, though, man. Like, it's cats be hating on KD, man. They don't want to see it. They rather see Joker win it. You know what I'm saying? They rather see Giannis win it. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. But,
I was about to say because Joker was the MVP last year.
Yeah, he up there to me. Like he gonna put up.
Look, I'll say this: the Joker is the most valuable player to his team, other than maybe Giannis. He is the most valuable.
You take Giannis off the Bucks. You take Giannis off the Bucks, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Other than Giannis, them two, and maybe KD are the only three in that conversation as the most valuable player to their team.
You don't put Luka in that conversation.
They still can't get wins though. They still
ain't doing the thing
with him. Yeah.
You say,
but Giannis and KD, they're the sexy picks, man. That's gonna be it.
Melo Ball is heading that way. The Hornets just had their first loss last night.
Isaiah, mute Jeff right quick.
Look. Hey, listen, I'm not one of the ball guys. I'm not with that, but he's valuable and he's doing his thing. You give him a couple years.
But Melo Ball
next year after, he's ready.
Melo Ball
if he keeps going the way he's going.
He ain't more valuable than Ja Morant, man. Like,
come on now.
I bet. That's why I said give him a year or two. Yeah.
Ja's talent and his ticket, his box sales have nothing to do with the W's that LaMelo's bringing to Charlotte. He'd have made them not only must-see TV, but they starting to win. That culture is changing, and
Memphis made the playoffs. Memphis made the playoffs just with Ja Morant, though. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't forget with Shooters. But Shooters is a baller. Say what you want.
But with Melo, y'all acting like Charlotte drastically better. You know what I'm saying? They was good when they had the guards back there.
They had Kemba,
they weren't competing.
When they had Kemba Walker, they was like the 5th or 6th seed. When they had Kemba Walker, they was the 5th or 6th seed.
Yeah.
So,
he changed the culture there. I give him. He definitely changed because he got a following, man. Like when he was in high school out here on the West Coast, he was selling out Coliseums, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he got him, and he playing some good ball, bro. He don't play D. He don't play D.
Well, okay. So let me pose y'all this question. So y'all sitting here talking about y'all saying he has changed the culture. Y'all put it in the past tense. Y'all saying it's already changed. All right. So if that's the case, when his contract runs out, is he going to re-sign with Charlotte?
Not if he's smart, no.
Exactly. So did the culture really change?
Not if the culture changes.
If he want money, he'll sign with Charlotte. If he want money, he'll sign with Charlotte. But if he want wins, he gonna go somewhere else.
Exactly. So when you talk about changing the culture, you got to bring W's consistently, and you got to make sure that you turn the franchise into a winning franchise. If you change the culture, do you bounce?
No. And so wait. Listen, I don't think he's going to leave. They already signed LiAngelo, who I hope never plays in the NBA. I don't think he's an NBA player. All they got to do is go get Lonzo, and they get the family band together. And that's what the three of them want to do is play together.
Okay.
They three of them want to play together, bro.
This is what they're going to do. They're going to sign his brother to keep him there, like they did.
That's the point, but it ain't going to work. He don't care. I think he's the only one with that mentality. Other than maybe Lonzo, he's the only one that can really do it on this level. Lonzo's all right. His trajectory's going up.
To what Barry was saying is, I don't know if they care. Like as long as they whole goal was to have all three signed to teams. So if he say, you know what, if I stay in Charlotte, LiAngelo can actually get a contract and not some 10-day whatever or waiver wire thing, he probably would do it. Like
that's what's going to happen.
No.
Hey, and look,
his dad's going to play in. Dad's going to play in and put
for as great as Michael Jordan is as a player, he's a horrible team owner. He's likely to trade 2 or 3 first rounders to go ahead and bring Lonzo over.
I believe it. I don't like Michael Jordan.
Even Jordan ain't that dumb, bro.
Look, if you think about it, when Lonzo came in the league, his dad had him in LA and was mad when LeBron came because he knew what opportunities does someone have in LA. LaMelo can actually handle the press. He loves the media. He can handle a big market.
He does.
He's going to get out of Charlotte because it's the money and opportunity and a chance to win championship. It's not going to be in Charlotte. We know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, this is what's going to happen. He going to sign like a 5-year, and then after them 5 years, then he's going to bounce. Like Anthony Davis did. He going to sign again, but he going to bounce after because he going to be.
I think by the time it rolls around, he's going to go sign him a supermax in a big market.
Bro, it's a lot of players getting max and super max deals that don't deserve these things.
Man,
exactly.
So listen.
Exactly. So by the time it rolls around, he's going to be actually deserving of a super max.
And this is the thing. This is the culture now in the NBA. And so much so that Schroeder was asking for a max deal from the Lakers. Like, bro, you not max good. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like,
bad advice, man.
$100 million is nothing nowadays. That's what you hate.
Apparently so. I mean, because there's a lot of people out here getting 4 years, 120. I'm like, what? Like these dudes work by.
Hey, the money's there. The money's there, and the talent depth is not there on every single team. So if I get what you're saying, KB, but if you an agent that's half worth your salt, you're gonna say, "Hey, look, somebody probably gonna give it to us."
Oh yeah,
why not ask for it?
Hey, I ain't mad at the players for getting it. I'm just saying, it's just like they giving it away like it's candy. I'm like,
yeah, you're right, but they're gonna give it to somebody. It might as well be me, right?
Yeah, listen. My problem is at least learn how to shoot a free throw or learn how to catch the ball in the post, do a move, a decent move or something. I'm just saying these dudes been in the NBA for 15 years and can't even shoot free throws, bro. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Hey, bro, I'm right there with you, man. You talking to a Duke fan? All I love is free throws and fundamentals. I'm all about it. You speaking my language now.
Yeah, at least do something like improve your game or something, man.
Right.
Like you can't even catch the ball in the post and do the same post move 3 times in a row.
Right. It's like
these dudes just kills me, man. They kill me.
Bro, you're 6'11". Stop trying to be Steph.
Hey, with that said, all of us on this call except for Lenny and some from South Carolina, we got our boy Zion in the league, and Zion is not gonna be able to use all that athleticism.
Krispy Kreme.
Listen. He's gonna be out the league in another 5-6 years if you don't change up. I just had a conversation with somebody that Turbo, right, Isaiah?
Yeah.
Man, Turbo just talked for
or Drake.
Listen, we talked to our the phone went dead, and we talked. He had something to do with Zion. He helped out Zion Pops and all that when he was in high school.
Yeah,
but
they all played around the same AAU. Him and Magic, I think, played on around.
That's his son.
Yeah.
But my point being with him, it looks like he's he leaves the locker room and goes straight to IHOP.
Bro, they say he reported to camp 25 pounds heavier than he was.
315. Say it with me.
Bro, that's crazy.
That's what I heard. 3 plus.
I know he had surgery and stuff over the summer, but you need to be on that bike. Or if you can't work out, you got to back away from them calories. You know what I'm saying? It's some people around him not holding him accountable.
Jr.
I just think you got to have a good team around you, apparently, because man, if you got a good a true homeboy, he'd be like, "Hey man, you about to mess this up." Charles Barkley never played in the 300. Shaq barely was at 300. That dude 7'2", dog. And that was towards the end of his career. You
can't eat po' boys every day in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying?
That might have been the worst place for him, dog.
Right. This is what I heard. This is what I heard through the grapevine. They say his mom's is the problem. I mean, I don't mean to say it. They say his mom's do all that cooking and she got him messed up, bro.
Well, he needed
to get a chef. He need to get a chef.
You need to back away from that table.
Mom, you ain't got to cook. We'll get somebody in here.
And I brought him up because, you talked about the skills development. Zion doesn't really have a lot of skills. He's just hella athletic.
Yeah.
No,
that's it.
if you look at the blueprint for these kids now, it's highlights, the NIL, get to whatever semi-pro league, and just wait to get that first check. Ain't nobody trying to get better. They just trying to build a following. They're building brands. They really turning it into a marketing situation. And so for people like us who are like basketball purists, we can't appreciate that because it's like, dude, you've been dunking on cats since you came out of high school.
Yeah,
That's why nobody gives Dwight his love because Dwight never got any better. You know,
I'm not mad at that. Like,
No,
it's
I'm
an
not mad at
opportunity. It's an opportunity. Like, you take a cat like Mikey Williams. You know what I'm saying? In high school, you know, he getting the NIL deal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
He got the following, and he a baller. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, Cat's season on that opportunity. If it was right here for me, let me get it. You know what I'm saying? Let me get it.
See, I say this. I say use that opportunity to get to the league, but once you get to the league, to have that sustainability, you gotta evolve your game. That's why LeBron is still playing. Yeah, he's God gifted physically, but LeBron evolved. Like when LeBron first came to the league, all he was doing is ducking on folks. I mean, you know, at least now he got a turnaround. You know what I'm saying?
So I'll say this. I'll say this. Two things. Number one, the line of accusations being thrown around about Zion Williamson, I think it's a personal attack. It kind of hurts, man. It kind of hurts. On the real, look, when Zion was at Duke, all that summer before the season started, the summer and the fall, it was all about how Duke, look, Zion never once went in the weight room and lifted weights. He never lifted free weights while at Duke. He did all body weight exercises. He had a personal diet plan and a personal chef that was only solely for him. And they had him down. I think he was down around 275, 285, somewhere in there. And you see, look, when he had a coach and people around him that were focusing on him and his game and getting him better other than just highlights. I mean, look, the highlights are always going to be there. He's, like you said, he's hella athletic. He's probably going to be the most athletic dude on the team no matter where he goes. So when he's got the right people around him on the court and on the bench getting him right, then he's going to be fine. But once he gets to the league, it turns into a personal thing where it's kind of on him and the people he chooses to put around him. And it's going to be – he's got to be focused on him. That's where it's lacking. And that's
how old is Zion? How old is Zion?
21, 22.
21.
So check it
Hey,
out.
bro, listen. This dude he signed a $100 million contract with Jordan Brand. You think you finna tell him like he already lazy, but and I mean it like he
come on, bro. He ain't lazy. I mean, come on.
No,
he might not be lazy, but he's fat.
Back into the personal attack realm.
Lazy like not trying to better his game. Lazy
right.
Like just relying on the athletic skills.
He don't play no defense, bro. He plays no defense at all.
If you ain't realized by now, we from the old school and Barry not letting you off the hook if you don't play no D.
Listen, bro. Listen.
There's no defense played in the
5
NBA.
years. 5 years he out.
So Barry, I agree. I agree with you 100% on that, and it's because his body can't take. Isaiah me and him were talking about the other night. Man, he can jump out the gym still with that weight, but that weight got to come back down somewhere.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of time before them knees and ankles gone.
Yep.
Jeff,
okay.
Jeff, you talking crazy, bro.
My boy Kenner said he only played 1 year of college. It takes time to develop. The league is different. Plus, what position is he considered? I don't know what position he played, to be honest.
Small forward / power, a 3 or 4, maybe. I mean,
I don't know.
Donut hole. That's the position.
But Kev, I think you
those are fight
touched
words, man.
Kev, I think you touched on something with the whole Duke thing. Like I said, he was in tip top shape. Like I said, that 275 was solid muscle. He get to the league. I think that point more to like that New Orleans organization more than anything. If I think about the history part of that, like with AD, you know, they had issues there. Hell, even when DeMarcus Cousins was there, they had issues. Like the Chris Paul situation. It was like no accountability through the organization, and I think we're still seeing that, and that's why he's not going to be in New Orleans. Like
So
he
gets
out there and he goes to a reputable organization. He goes to Boston, LA, somewhere
Miami.
like that.
Miami
would be a great place for him.
Jimmy Butler talked about how the culture was when he got to Miami. He said they business, like they all business in Miami.
Yeah, they get weighed in.
He said it's just the culture, and maybe Zion needs something like that. And then because Zion is athletic enough to be a top 10 player in the league, though, but he doesn't apparently either have the work ethic or the desire to be.
Listen, he's not going to no Miami. He knows what he have to do if he go to Miami. The only way he's going to Miami, the only way is he out the league, like I'm telling y'all, when nobody want him, then he'll go to Miami because he's out the league. But he ain't going to Miami.
Look, I know, and we all basketball purists, but I'll say this. He ain't going to be out the league because he puts butts in seats and he sells tickets, and it's all about the money, man. Money make the world go around.
Well, Jeff made a good point. Jeff made a good point. If he doesn't get his fitness in gear, he ain't gonna be able to do them highlights that's putting them buttons in the
Larry
seats after
Johnson
about.
Jr.
That'll be his wake up call when he can't get off the ground no more. He gonna be like, "Oh, you know what,
Kevin? That ain't a wake up call. That's a knockout blow. He out the league. Yep. Once that happens, he done. The new NBA is kind of like the NFL. The window is short. You don't have 10 to 15 years. You got 3 to 5 years to make a name for yourself, and it's on to the next one.
Yep.
Especially with all these dudes, like we already see, like it's hard to follow college basketball now because nobody stays longer than. If you in college basketball for longer than 2 years, you're probably not going to play in the NBA. Like that's just, I mean, because all the NBA talent leave after the first year for the most part, and if they do stay, they stay one more year. So
well, listen, Isaiah, that might change now because if you giving them boys them contracts now, like them boys making, I would stay in college if I was into books and stuff like that. Me personally, I'm kind of not one of them guys, so I probably wouldn't stay.
Well, if I had a good NIL, if I like Mikey Williams, if I had a good NIL and my agent or the NBA, test couldn't tell me I was top 10, I wouldn't come out until I was like, I wouldn't come out like if I tried to come out.
You can actually
you first round, but you ain't no lottery pick. I'd be like, I'll just hang on to this NIL for another year until I'm.
I'd be surprised he go to college though. Honestly, I think he sit out. He do the NBDL or whatever. He sit out. I'd be surprised he go to college.
Mikey is definitely not going to college.
Hey, but listen, I watched him play. I'm just saying, I don't know. I can't judge it right now. But right now, I don't like he.
It's hype.
He's all hype.
He's hype. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's hype. He's good. Yeah. He's good. But I'm just saying he's when he get into the NBA, you playing against guys more athletic, jump higher, and he's not just
he's not a big, long guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. He's not long and wiry. He's kind of stubby, like.
Yeah. So what position does he play?
Right.
Here's the thing. I think for him, it's the same as a lot of people. If they got the mentality right and they want to be pushed, some of the best basketball minds are still coaching in college ball. So if you want to be pushed for a year and you want to improve, that's where you want to go. If you want to go somewhere and just hang out and chill and let your game you want to just do what you do and just hang out for a year while you bide your time, then you go somewhere like the NIL. So it's all going to be about what he wants to be mentally. If he wants to be pushed for a year, he really wants his game to improve and be challenged.
What I see, man, a lot of these young talented guys, they don't want to be pushed.
Exactly, and that's the problem with the youngest generation right now. They don't want to be pushed. They don't want to be challenged.
What's crazy is they have way more talent, way more athleticism than any of the previous generations. They just I don't know, like you say, they building brands, which I'm not mad. Build your brand, get your NIL, go, play in the NBDL or whatever. But you gotta wanna, if you're a hooper, like we all grew up hooping. You gotta want to be better, man. I wasn't athletic, so I had to study the game and have high IQ, man.
They like being the guy. They just want to be the guy.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna go somewhere and there's a chance that they may not be the guy, then they ain't with it. I'm
too much of a competitor. I'm too much of a competitor to just score 30 and never win. I can't.
Dude, if Bro, if I had some of the talent, if I had the talent that some of these cats had nowadays, oh my God, bro.
These dudes are uber talented, dog. It's crazy how good these guys are coming out of high school. And like I said, a lot of them, they are NBA ready talent wise, but not basketball IQ wise. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't really know how to play the game.
Yeah, I think you hit on something, Kevin. Though, like, man, these cats don't want to be challenged, and like I think it's a prime example with Mikey though too. Like, say you at Sierra Canyon, you're not the best on the team, so you leave. You know what I'm saying? You come to Lake Norman. You come to Lake Norman. You was probably the best on the team, but you feel like you wasn't doing your thing. So now you at Vertical Academy. You know what I'm saying? You done hop 3 schools in like 3 years. This worse than AAU. You know what I'm saying? Like these cats jump in school. Like that,
speak facts, KB. Speak facts.
Yeah, to me, that tell me you don't want to be challenged. You know what I'm saying? You get in situations, and no doubt, he a talent, he good. You know what I'm saying? It's Instagram hype, it's Facebook hype, it's he got his YouTube channel and stuff like that. But man, it's different.
But how do these kids get managed when they make more money than all parties involved? And quite honestly, they're the breadwinner or the ticket that everybody's depending on. Nobody wants to make the ticket upset.
That goes back to what Barry said about Zion. Like, what you telling him? He got $100 million. Like, you can't, like, he in New Orleans, unless the organization make him, nobody in his camp be like, they probably just I ain't gonna say mooching, but they reaping the benefits. So
yeah, they along for the ride, baby.
Like, whatever, dog. Do it. Hey, get it. Order them another 10-piece. Let's do it.
Easy, easy,
what y'all think about Brownie?
I haven't seen enough full game clips to say if he deserved the hype or not. I know he hella athletic.
Bound.
I know he hella athletic.
Yeah.
But
you talking about Bronny James?
Yeah. He also plays on a team, at least up until this point. He's played on a team that's had
loaded
2 or 3 or 4 or 5 stars on it. So I want to see what he can do, because it's just really, I think on Sierra Canyon this year, it's him and the point guard. I think that's really the only 2 people that's like hype. They got
stepson.
Drake.
Yeah. I see him play. He can play. Hey, listen, that little dude can play though. Well, he's a little dude. He actually he plays hard, bro.
Yeah,
he goes.
That's what I'm saying. He plays good, and I think Bronny is good. Is he ready to go one and done? I ain't seen. I ain't seen that honestly, to say he one and done though.
I've seen him play several times, and you can tell his dad has heavy influence on him, but he plays with his brain all the time.
But
even
that's
though
good,
he has
though.
the physical ability, he always plays IQ ball. And I really feel like his dad is building him. Like, you're going to go to college. You're probably going to go to Coach K or Shy, whoever's running stuff.
He ain't going to Coach K.
Mold and shape.
Yeah, I'm about to say he ain't going to Coach K. Coach K out of there.
Because LeBron want to pass the NBA on to his son, obviously. Even though I don't think he's that good, but
Yeah,
he wants to play with him.
Hey, he might have to pass it to the other one, because
I don't want to be
the one that's hating. I don't want to come out like I'm a hater, but I don't see it. I seen him play. I don't see it.
Maximus is good, but he ain't got the athleticism that Bronny got.
He's bigger though. He's big. He's about 6'4" right now.
He just hit a growth spurt. Yeah, they was talking about that. He just hit a growth spurt. He can play, but Bronny, like you say, I think Bronny play a lot of high IQ ball, but he's got the physical ability to take it to the next level. I'm not saying that Maximus can't get that, but naturally he ain't got that bounce like Bronny got.
No, he don't.
What y'all think about Zaire going to the G League? He signed a little deal with the G League. Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, he went to he went to Salt Lake.
Utah G League.
Salt Lake.
I watched Zaire play a couple of times. I think Zaire has his dad's work ethic, but he doesn't have his dad's talent. That's just,
that's like saying the baby that's a nice outfit.
I think he got he played hard. He played hard. He gonna die. He that hard worker, but he ain't got his dad natural basketball ability though.
Okay, I agree with you on that, Isaiah. You hit it on the nail. Like, he plays hard.
He play real hard.
But talent-wise, like, as far as I don't see it.
Now, his dad was a natural and he played hard, and he worked on his game. Zaire does all of that. He just ain't got that natural ability. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
right.
And ain't nothing you can really, I don't know, ain't nothing you can really do about that, to be honest with you.
You know
Oh,
his
by
Hey,
the
dad,
so
like, you know
hey,
his dad like a part owner of Utah, right?
yep,
I
Yeah.
seen that because
exactly.
he was at a couple of games. Hey, just for a
So you
score
know he
update.
might get in the door. He might get in the
Might.
door that way.
I
Well,
wish you
score
would tell my
update
son
on
they're gonna get
hey,
on the squad and own part of the team.
hey, score update on the Braves. Braves up 5-1, top of the fifth.
Oh, here you go.
Don't hate on us, Barry. Barry, old Dodgers
yeah,
fan.
but hey, but Charlie Morton left the game in the bottom of the third with a knee injury. He took a line drive back to the knee. So both starters are already out of the game in the third inning.
Jesus.
Dang.
Tell you
But
what,
hey, Isaiah, I got a question. Do we, and this is just giving me a chance to throw some salt at some people, but do we think they're gonna see a change in some of the NIL stuff when you got Dr. Pepper signing people like DJU, who's trash? Do we think that we're gonna start seeing some of that change where they're not gonna get the money they're thinking they're getting?
in basketball, it's gonna be kind of hard to do that because, like with a Michael Williams, let's say Michael Williams do decide to go to college for 1 year. All he got to do is do it 1 year. Now he off to the NBA. Now that NIL deal goes to the next superstar high school guy. So it's different than football. Football, when you sign somebody NIL and they're a freshman or a sophomore, they gotta be there the next year. So you can. I'm assuming you can choose to re-up the deal or not re-up the deal. I don't know, but like in basketball, you can be one and done. So the NIL just have to say, hey, whoever gave you that NIL deal, just be like, hey, man, that's 1 year wasted. I don't know how that's gonna work with basketball though.
You
I'm gonna
know,
tell you like this.
Michael Williams kind of put me in the. You remember the guy that went to USC for 1 year? He was from West Virginia. I forgot his name.
OJ Mayo. OJ Mayo.
OJ Mayo.
OJ Mayo.
You remember? Listen. You remember the hype he had? Everybody was like, "Oh shit!" When he go, and then he got to the NBA, he wasn't no scrub, but he was like,
well, he was 40 when he came into college.
To be fair, he did. I mean, look, he wasn't all he was cracked up to be either, but he did go to a bad situation in Memphis.
He did, but I think OJ Mayo was one of these people. Like OJ game never evolved. It was the same. It was the same game as when he came in.
He a dunker.
No, so, OJ Mayo, when he went to USC, was 20 years old. So he wasn't this talent everybody thought he was. He was just an overaged kid. Bottom line, everybody caught up with him. That's all.
Listen, the hype, that's what I'm saying about the hype with Michael Williams. I think that's how he will be. Even though OJ was on drugs, though. Like, come out. He was on drugs.
That don't help now.
It was.
That don't help.
He got banned out the NBA, right?
Yeah,
I didn't know he got banned. I just know he
got banned.
Cut his last. Okay,
yeah, he got caught twice. Like they banned him.
Dang. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Like you ain't got a good team around you, man. Like that's another reason. Listen. This is one reason why I'm a LeBron fan. It ain't just that he good in basketball. Like this dude was 18 years old, got all this stuff put on him. You know what I'm saying? Like $100 million from Nike before he even stepped on the NBA court. And this dude has met publicly, and I don't know what went on in his private life. I can't speak to that, but publicly, this dude has managed all of that and the expectations and won chips and got MVPs. Like that's hard, though. Like
look, I don't like LeBron, but I'll give respect is due, and he's really the only one of the very few who has lived up to the hype of what they were supposed to be when they were kids. I mean, he's in the same conversation as Tiger Woods. Really, you want to be honest. I mean, as far as living up to the hype, he's one. Him in the. I mean, you look at the guys just in recent memory, all across sports. Bryce Harper didn't do it. No. Reggie Bush didn't really do it. I mean,
you talking about young. You're right. You're talking about young phenoms. Talking about like ninth grade.
And he came up in for what he came out of. Like, I got the same story he got, but I'm nothing like as far as an NBA superstar. He made it. So I can understand how hard that shit was, man. That's something a single parent. He had to go live with a mama's ex-boyfriend growing up.
That's some craziness, though.
And he stayed away from all that.
And he got and he's put a good team around him too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, these dudes get all this money. I would hate to go back to him, but that's what I'm saying. Zion ain't got no good team, apparently.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but let me ask you this, and this is hypothetical when I say this. How much effort do you think the NBA put into making sure LeBron was successful, knowing that he literally was going to be the face of the NBA for the next 10, 15, or whatever years? There's no way.
He was in
I think
Cleveland.
LeBron is a unique talent and character, and the fact that he's done what he did. But I believe behind the scenes, the NBA played a huge role in making sure a kid out of freaking Ohio, out of his situation, was protected, covered, and had the people necessary to help him make decisions. That don't just come naturally. Basketball IQ, physical talent, yes, but decision making and the ability to put people around you that's gonna tell you that type of stuff, ain't nobody that talented.
I agree. I agree that kind of. Listen, I've been thinking LeBron on steroids. Like, I'm not saying he is, but I'm just saying I think the NBA, like, let's get this guy and let's close our eyes to some of the stuff. Because the dude's still playing good right now at his age, bro. I play ball right now, and I know I'm gone from what I used to be.
What you gonna say, KB?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know about that whole NBA thing. I give credit where credit is due. So LeBron, that team he had around him, that basketball team, you know what I'm saying, Mav and them boys, like that was
all his friends. That's what I'm saying. They all his friends from high school.
Yeah, that's before the NBA. The credit I give to the NBA is maybe from an advertising standpoint. Like, let's put LeBron on TV more. You know what I'm saying? Let's highlight his story. You know what I'm saying, as a single mom and things like that. But I give credit to LeBron, man. He done kept that team with him, and like he done put them in positions to be successful. Like, I don't think that's not the NBA right there.
Let me say this, Lenny. If some of that would be true, they pegged Zion as the next LeBron. So why they don't do it for him?
I think,
Lee, man, you're killing me tonight. Just relentless with this Zion attack. I mean, this is unprecedented right now. Oh my God!
I'm trying to, Kev. I'm trying to give views, baby.
Hey, listen to this though. After LeBron leave, I don't see that. Who?
It could be Zion if it wanted to.
No way.
If you would put down the Krispy Kreme donut, it'd be Zion.
You starting to sound like Skip Bayless right now, just coming out with these crazy hot takes out of left field. Just these baseless accusations.
Hey, did you say hot takes or hot cakes?
You say Luka gonna carry it?
Jeff,
he's the
most. How many years? How many years Giannis been in the league?
You say Luka?
Yeah, he's going into his fourth year now.
I can see Luka. I can see Luka the face of the NBA, but
what about Giannis? What about Giannis?
Yeah, Giannis. But you gotta have that American. They want that American brand.
Yes,
really.
Yes, Bird. You just hit the nail on the head, man. You gotta fit a mold, and he don't fit that mold because he's not English is not his first language, and that hurts him.
Right.
He does. Yep. And I'll tell you right now, for me, the guy I would say is probably the next take up the mantle if his game stays on the trajectory that it's on. It's probably your boy Ball in Charlotte. If it stays the way it is, he's young, he's exciting. Listen, I don't like it either. But he's young, he's flashy, he's got the Instagram followers, he's got the things that matter, and he's got a team around him that's thinking about money and that's thinking about him. And
so he'll carry the torch for a period, but he won't be LeBron.
Oh no, I'm not saying on the court he's not going to be LeBron. But as far as being the face of the league,
it's hard to be the face because let me tell you, if LeBron wasn't in the league, like let's say this, if LeBron wasn't in the league next year, who's the face of the NBA?
Kevin Durant by default.
Yeah,
because he should get it, but
Durant,
not Steph.
I don't think it's that. Yeah, I think Steph before KD because KD don't care about that because Steph is the media darling. KD, I like the fact that KD says was on his mind, but that doesn't help his image. You feel me? Yeah.
Like Steph is a media darling. Steph gonna say what he's supposed to say. He got the All-American.
Right. Steph he's got the All-American. He's got the wife. He's got the kid. Parents.
But Steph
he's got the history with Dell.
Steph is 32. He ain't got but couple years left.
But him,
Before
KD,
But that's what. But
KD, same
but
thing.
you talking about right now?
I'm just talking
who's
about next year. Like next year.
who's taking the mantle right now?
Same age. Yeah.
It's Steph. He fits that picture. He fits the mold, the nice mold that everybody wants to put him in. Like you said, he's a media darling. And things in KD's past, like the Twitter issue, that hurts him. That hurts him a lot.
I just about to say that you can't be the face with a burner account. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the face of the NBA like that, man.
So you say the haircut get some booted?
But after KD and Steph, because they are around the same, same time frame as far as the league or whatever. I don't know, man.
What y'all think about Mitchell, man? Like he ain't no.
I was just about to say Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker. Like we just gonna overlook Devin Booker. Like
Booker.
What you don't like about Booker, L? What you don't like about Booker, man? Booker, that dude.
Booker has the Chris Paul disease. Bottom line, lack of credibility. I just don't see him making that next step. I think he's at his ceiling at this point. I think Donovan has a little bit ways to go, and with the team around him, they're going to be a championship level team. You're literally looking at Chris Paul's last year, and after Chris Paul leaves, it's back to Booker, and Booker can't carry that team by himself.
Right.
And Ayton ain't the answer. Not Mr. I won $120 million. No.
Bruh. That's what that talk about all them doggone max contract. All he is a product of his environment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He just DeAndre Ayton see everybody else getting these max contracts. They just went to the finals. He like, where my max contract? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm the big man on the team. I'm not saying he should get it, but I'm just saying if you go based on the surrounding, atmosphere, he's like, hey, where my max contract? I want $40 million a year too.
Right.
Just think when Kevin Garnett first got his 5-year, $125 million deal, it was the highest deal at that time in NBA history ever. Mm-hmm. Now people getting paid $40 million a year, dog.
Right.
It's just disrespectful.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I believe what y'all talking about. If English ain't your first language, it's gonna be hard for you to be the face, like the absolute face of the NBA. Mm-hmm. You'll be one of the top guys, but I don't know if you'll be the face of the NBA. I don't think some of those old time owners like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But listen to this. We said that. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all do. But when Magic retired, people like, oh, what they gonna do? Then you had Jordan. And when Jordan retired, we said the same thing. Oh, what we gonna do? Then you had Shaq. I think Shaq took that torch. And now you got Kobe. And then you got Kobe.
LeBron. But the thing is, Barry, to your point, during that time, though, we could always see, like when Magic was coming to an end, Jordan had already been in the league like 3 or 4 years, and they had already tabbed him as the next one. And then when the Dream Team happened, he kind of showed everybody he was the next one. Same thing with Kobe and Shaq and LeBron. Mm-hmm. Those people was playing to make that transition smooth. I'm not saying I don't think the NBA gonna be hurting for no stars. We got a lot of stars out there, but I'm
But you always got the one.
Who's gonna?
If nothing else, I mean, there's gonna be a power vacuum. Somebody's gonna fill the void because the void's got to be filled. So somebody's gonna. We're gonna create it, even if we have to. We're gonna create somebody in our mind's eye that's gonna fit in that mold, and we'll make it work.
I think
that's the way the world is.
I think Steph and KD gonna have to play a couple of years after LeBron retired to do that, to be that transition. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that guy is in the league right now. If he in the league right now, he not playing like it. Like
what y'all think about?
I know, but you gotta realize this.
Y'all sitting over here hating. It's because of Zion.
Oh, biscuit.
Come on, man.
Hey, he was
got every single thing.
Isaiah, you got to think about this. Them boys is like 32, 33. Who to say that they can play like LeBron all the way up to 38? You got to think about that.
But you ain't even talking about that.
We need somebody to step up there.
Shoot, Zion ain't even going to play like that until he's 25.
Jeff, why you didn't say your boy Trey? Like next 2 to 3 years, why you didn't put Trey Young?
Yeah.
He too little. Hey, he too little.
Trey Young.
I'm being
Who
100% honest with y'all. I'm standing yelling in front of the TV. That's why I've been on mute. I've been yelling at this Braves game all night.
Hey.
Oh yeah, that's an excuse if I've ever heard one.
Trey Young, I love Trey Young game, man, but Trey Young ain't got that everybody like him. Like Curry, like LeBron, when he first came in, everybody wanted to see LeBron be the next Jordan, Kobe, whatever.
Right.
Like, I don't think people want to see, like, the New York fans definitely don't want to see Trey Young be good.
Yo, listen though, but Trey Young can be locked down. Like, you can't lock down
those people, those other
Kobe's
guys.
and the LeBrons
and the Jordans.
Yeah, you can't lock them. The only thing you can do is hope that they miss or make it difficult for them.
But
LeBron might defer to Kyrie.
Oh,
you never know.
Don't hate on LeBron, man. Come on now.
Okay.
Hey, man, y'all been giving all this Zion hate. I had to rep somebody. I mean, come on, bro. It's been relentless all night long. We've been doing this for an hour and a half, and it's just been nonstop. Zion this, Zion's fat, Zion that. Come on, he's got a good team around him.
Hey, with great ability, what is it? With great ability comes great responsibility, dog. Like, Zion was supposed to be the next one. That's what they told us. But then
Zion was the next great dunker, and he has fulfilled that requirement thus far.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Okay, thank you. We can agree on that.
I'll go with that.
Hey, Kevin, what's his name going to be when he starts playing N1 basketball? He going to be Baby Escalade?
Hey, don't people watching this or the people that's gonna be watching this, don't get it twisted. We think Zion should be better than he is. That's why we giving Zion a hard time, because Zion could be better than he want to be, but it's up to him. If he don't choose to, like Barry said earlier, he got about 4 or 5 more seasons.
5 more years. Listen.
He a disappointment to the 864, and I won't stand for it.
Listen, this is what's going to happen with him. He's gonna get out in New Orleans. It's already he's gone from there.
Yeah.
So when he goes somewhere else, he's just gonna keep getting hurt every year, and then you're gonna look up and say, "Damn, what's Zion at?" And he's gonna be playing for Sacramento somewhere. That's how it's gonna be.
Here we go again.
Hey, Lenny,
I thought I had somebody on my side. He said, he's gonna get out of New Orleans. I'm waiting. I'm like, yeah, here comes the positive comment. No, man, he's just gonna fall out the league and go to Sacramento. We don't forget
Barry
about
done sent his career to die in Sacramento, dog. Hey,
Orlando.
Sacramento ain't been good since my boy Weber was there, dog.
Yeah, them boys are straight there.
Yeah, exactly.
I see Bibby here. He stays here in Las Vegas. That dude is like a football player, man. He built like a football player.
Yeah. I saw him on one of those shows where he like show your home and stuff, and he did look. I was like, Bibby been either in the weights or I don't know.
No, he on the roids. He on the roids now.
He on
listen. The dude is like a football linebacker, bro. For real. But he still getting them buckets here though. Like he's unstoppable.
So what stopped Mike? Speaking of what stopped Mike Bibby from being great?
Injury prone and unathletic.
The situation that he was in.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. All what y'all said was right. Right. Everything y'all said, he got to his peak and that was it. Like he did the most. He made the most of it. Sacramento wasn't good before him and Weber got there. They had their run, and then that was it.
It was him. It was him, Chris Webber, and Peja Stojakovic. And that
Peja was the dude.
Don't forget about Vlade.
Vlade, Doug Christie. They were solid. They had a good team.
What was that 6 man? Yeah, Bobby Jackson.
Bobby Jackson.
Solid now. They just couldn't get past some Lakers though.
No, it was rough. It was rough living trying to get past some Lakers though.
Right.
So
how y'all feel about Ben being the face of the NBA? Because if the offseason Ben show up during the NBA season, he a bad boy.
Ben who?
Ben off season, Ben Simmons. Not in season, Ben Simmons.
I don't care. I don't care what season it is.
Listen,
Fall,
I'm gonna
summer,
tell
I
you,
don't care what it is.
based on what he said himself, that he ain't mentally ready. Like LeBron would have never said, Kobe would have never said, Shaq would have never said, Jordan.
He's trying to get out of there. Isaiah, he's just trying to get out of there, dude.
But
That's
listen,
just talk.
Listen. What LeBron did was LeBron made it so that when he was ready to leave out of Cleveland after his first 6 years, they couldn't deny him because he was the best player in the league. So why not take that? Like Kobe could have left the Lakers if he wanted to. He just didn't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Ben Simmons is trash. Ben Simmons is trash. He can never be LeBron.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wanted to. At any point, if Jordan wanted to, he didn't want to. He could have because they made themselves in such a demand. Right now, who trying to take a chance on Ben? They don't know which Ben they gonna get.
It's definitely.
Hey, bro, listen. Ben Simmons would never be a great shooter. Like we waiting on it. That's never going to happen
because he don't work at it. He don't work at it.
Look, Lonzo Ball came in the league with quite possibly the most ugliest jumper or 3-point shot ever. Now this mug is struggling out at 40% and higher. It's possible with the right mindset. Ben has been coddled his whole life. That's obvious.
Ben's been coddled his whole life. I'll be honest with you, bro. There ain't no fixing that. There ain't no fixing that.
No, you can't fix that.
He don't care enough. He's been coddled his whole life.
And not only that, you forgetting Lonzo Ball been shooting his whole life like that. Like, even though that shit was ugly, he been shooting. But listen though, Ben at LSU, he never shot a 3-pointer. Never.
Yeah, hey, look. Ben Simmons should have been playing in the NBA in the early 1970s before they added the line, and maybe he'd be going for 50 a game.
Right.
Hey, look. Hey, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I think my man might have trichophobia. He's just afraid of the three.
Yeah, but the thing about it, ain't nobody asking him to shoot the three. Like, give me the 15-footer. Give me 20 feet in. Like, nobody asking him to shoot the three.
Give me the layup when he was in the playoffs when he just passed the ball. He was right up under the basket. I'm like,
listen, that cop school, he didn't want to shoot a free throw. He couldn't hit a free throw. That's why.
That's bad. That's crazy though. Like, when that's your job though, dog. Like, if I'm at my job right now and I can't do my job, like that's a problem. Like these cats, if you can't hit free throws, that's a problem. You got 8 hours a day to work on your job. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You got 8 hours a day to work on free throws.
If I'm out here struggling on something, then I go and work on it because that's my job, that's my career. I gotta put food on the table at the end of the day. And here's the thing with Ben, like you said, look, dude, I'll just be honest with you. Ben's trash. And I'll say that I get what y'all are saying. And I think part of it is a money thing. Yes, he's trash. And I stand by that statement. I'll die on it. Ben Simmons is trash. Listen, and Ben, here's the thing with Ben, and I understand that I think a portion of it is a money thing, but I think he is being at least partially honest. I think he's not quite right mentally. I really don't. Yeah. If you watch him play in a game, he's missing shots that he should make, that he would have made when he was at LSU, that he would have made when he was in high school. Mm-hmm. He's missing those shots, and he looks like he's seen a ghost out there. People are throwing hate at him, saying all kinds of stuff, and he just looks like he's seen a ghost.
I've been wanting to say this forever, but nobody ever likes to talk about it. When do people start blaming the culture at the Sixers? Because clearly you got Markelle Fultz, who all of a sudden forgot how to shoot a jumper. Ben Simmons with the same mental issues. And there's probably a few others, but that's not just a coincidence that 2 lottery picks forget how to play basketball while playing with this organization. You can't just bypass that.
Yo, bro, they did blame it on somebody. They fired the coach. That coach. He got fired.
I don't like Doc Rivers though, honestly. Like I think there's a lot of hype around Doc Rivers. Like he don't hold points accountable now.
You said Doc is overhyped, dog.
He is.
Listen, I think he's right. I agree with him.
He couldn't get
his son was overhyped. He is too.
He got lucky in Boston, got him one. He get to the Clippers, he couldn't do it. He couldn't get no boys to play together. Now we over here letting a center go 0 for 5 from 3. And we allowing this to happen. You know what I'm saying? We allowing these things to happen. Like they got to point to somebody.
And you a coach, man. You pull. That's when you go to Ben Simmons' multi-million-dollar home. You sit down with him and say, "Hey, bro, what can I do for you? What can I do to help you get to where you need to be mentally so that we can get this ship rolling in the right direction?"
It ain't in doubt though. I don't even think it's the mental thing because that whole it's the money thing. Why he's saying the mental thing? Because before they said they were gonna hold a check if you don't show up, but if you show up and you can be on the injury report, you can still get paid. So I think that was the whole plan.
Well, listen, I'll say this too. I mean, I get what you're saying about the 76ers might be the problem, the organization, the culture. But again, like back what I said earlier about Philadelphia, man, if you can't cut it in Philadelphia, being not mentally right, that's not the place for you. And that's across all sports. If you look at Carson Wentz, Wentz, it wasn't all quite there. He had to get shipped out to Indy, and now he's kind of sort of doing his thing and getting right. You either cut for that city, you are either cut out for it or you're not.
Well,
and
I think
there's a lot of people that aren't.
I think overall Ben Simmons has the tools to be that guy, but if he is having serious mental issues, you're right. He doesn't need to be in Philly, but he needs to handle those issues before he go anywhere. So, I mean, there's nowhere you can, not in today's world with social media, you can't hide from anything. You know what I'm saying? Really so you got to get that fixed. I don't know what it is, but
I would like to think that you're right, but he don't have a jump shot. And you gotta have a jump shot in the modern.
But he called Ben Simmons trash.
Like he's trash.
I don't know about
trash. Trash. He's done. Booty.
My boy Rondo. My boy Rondo went the first 10 years of his NBA career and couldn't shoot no jump shot.
Hey, so Rondo was on a lot. Hey, Rondo was on a lot better teams than Ben Simmons.
He wasn't
three Hall of Famers, bro.
Okay.
3 Hall of Famers.
Okay,
3 Hall of Famers.
Check this, Jeff. If that's the case, that it ain't Ben Simmons' job to get more talent around him. It's the organization's job to get more talent.
Hey, I'm just defending Rondo. I know my boy can't shoot, but he got lucky.
I'm a Rondo fan. He got one of the highest basketball IQs ever.
I think it's a mindset thing though, because I know for a fact Rondo shoot that layup. You know what I'm saying? He 100.
Look,
he making that layup.
He's making a layup. And listen, Rondo does things. He sees the floor. He makes passes. He does things. He does something that a lot of that 99.9% of other basketball players can't do. The things that Ben Simmons can do, there are a lot of other basketball players that can do those things.
He's 6'10", dude, a lockdown defender. Don't forget he's a lockdown defender.
Man,
there's a lot of
listen,
I don't think
Kevin, look. Just because you mad that we've been calling Zion fat all night is
not
to call somebody garbage.
Listen, he's garbage. All I'm saying is that Ben Simmons.
Come on, dude. You called him trash, though. You said he's trash.
Yes, read my lips. Ben Simmons is booty. He is terrible. Listen, he's okay. Look, he's a lockdown defender, like you said, but he's a lockdown defender in 2021 when defense isn't what sells tickets. It's not what teams are looking for most. They're looking for offense first. Defense is a nice accessory to have.
Agree with you, but just call him trash, though. Like, I just can't. And I'm not a Ben Simmons fan. I'm not like 76ers or none of that. I'm just saying trash. No, I don't know about that.
No, he's trash based on his potential, not on his production. He's expected to do a lot more than what he's doing.
Okay.
And he's literally living off the bottom of his talent.
Hey, but that's not Ben Simmons' fault because everybody expects him to do other things. We have to look at his game and we need to expect what we see.
Right.
No, you know what? Ben Simmons,
we've never seen Ben Simmons like Barry said. If you watch his high school film, he never really took jump shots. He got to LSU, he didn't take jump shots. But then in the NBA, everybody said Ben Simmons got to shoot. He shot his whole life.
I know, right?
Ben Simmons. Let me ask y'all this: if Ben Simmons comes into the league with the same amount of height coming into the league, if he comes in the league at the same amount of height that Grayson Allen comes in at, is Ben Simmons still in the league?
Nope.
Probably not.
Height wise, he might be on somebody's team. I give him that, but like, he on the verge of being
because you can't teach 6'10"
That's what I'm saying.
Dribbling, and playing like you can't teach that.
Let's be clear. Ben Simmons is just a tall Draymond, but the difference is nobody expected Draymond to be great. Draymond
I
has
don't think Draymond
exceeded
great.
his ceiling in so many ways, and that's why nobody dogs him for the fact that
I
his
get
career
what you're
average is
saying,
12
L.
points.
Because Ben Simmons wasn't he the number one pick or number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
anytime you number one, your expectations is high. Like Kwame
yeah.
Brown. He's
Okay.
not a bust, but he's a bust for number one. For being number one.
Kwame, as we said last week, we don't want no smoke. You be going at people on you.
No, listen. No, listen. Hey, I'm with all the smoke, man. We can get because he don't like light skinned dudes anyway. So I got an issue with him anyway.
I was ready for it.
He called us soft. He called me us light skinned dudes. We soft. No, bro. I ain't going for that. Point made is this. I'm just saying. When you drafted number one, your expectations are higher. But I don't think he was a bust though. Like you know what I'm saying? You know, that's just my opinion.
I was about to say he played in the league 8 years, but I see what you're saying. When you come in as a lottery pick or like the number one, you expect to carry out that particular draft pick. So, man, with that said, man, I ain't got to get up and go to work in the morning. I appreciate y'all boys coming in here. We're going to do this every Tuesday, man. I'll make sure I send y'all the link. Feel free to jump on when you can. Thanks for everybody tuning in either tonight or later on when you get there. We got love for Zion. We just want more for Zion, Kevin. So Zion,
plates.
if you somebody that you know somebody that watched this show, that's what we want. We expect more from you, dog, especially being from the 864. So
let me say this right quick about South Carolina guys that make the NBA. Man, do a little bit more for your state and your city, man. Like, don't blow up and then go to New Orleans or like Kevin going there and do stuff for their city. Do stuff for where you came up in, man. That's the only thing I'm at. Even though I'm not there, I've been gone for like 15 years. But still, I'm just saying, if I do something a little bit more for your city, man, your state.
Okay. And with that said, man, for Jeff the Stat Guy, KB, the Law, Kev, Bear Bird, and my boy Coach Kenner, who was tuned in off in the backstage. This has been the Fan Addict Fast Break. We'll be back next Tuesday with more debate on some basketball. We out.
Ben Simmons is trash.
Appreciate y'all.